rAVe Radio. With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary K.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K. Welcome to another pre-ISE edition of my Rants and Raves. We are talking about ISE. We've been doing that a lot this month, and one of the companies that we have spent a lot of time with over the last 3 or 4 years at ISE is WyreStorm. Originally, I'm joined with the product development director, Zach Vozlov, who you've seen on my program before. Zach, years ago, you were kind of a video routing and distribution company, and then y'all heavily got into collaboration in USB. And then you got into, more hybrid connectivity options, right? And you added AV over IP and stuff. I mean, you really kind of transformed your company into something bigger than I think a lot of people realize.
Yeah, exactly. And ISE is the best way to provide all these things that we are developing and providing to our customers. The thing that this year is going to be different is that what we notice is that AV is becoming so powerful, and because of that, the systems are also becoming so complex, so hard to deploy and install. And you mentioned all these different sections that we are part of, and in order to put this all together, we had to do really clever things in order to bring all these parts together. Yeah. So in order to do that, on the ISE, we are not just showing those solutions you mentioned right now, we are also showing them how they combine together. So what we are trying this year really is to show real scenarios that our system integrators and customers are facing every day, and to give them an idea how they can easily create and deploy and overcome those complexity with the systems that are really powerful.
Yeah, and y'all are going to be at ISE in Hall 3 in booth A530, and I know one of the things you're going to introduce is a USB bridge. I'd like to talk about that because that, the use of USB has blown me away over the last 10 years. I mean, it's gone from a thing that people use to download files to kind of the connector for everything, and myself included. I mean, I used USB to connect to displays. I use USB for AV over IP. I mean, it's a powerful connector. Talk about your bridge and how that's going to change things.
Well, the thing that I mentioned at the beginning is complexity of the systems. And right now, the meeting rooms, corporate business, courtroom business, education, they changed. It's and we talk about the hybrid stuff. It's not about just having a single camera. It's right now we have rooms with so many cameras in it. Yeah. So that's why we're bringing this new the camera bridge that can do a lot of things to solve so many problems. First of all, you can connect up to 4 physical cameras directly, so HDMI or USB cameras, or you can use NDI cameras. So NDI is becoming more and more popular, and we are part of those of that standard. And you can have up to 4 NDI streams into this camera bridge, and then you can combine them. So you can show multi-view, and you can show up to 4 different cameras as a single image output. Now, this camera bridge will provide you the HDMI output for a display, but what is really nice is that it also supports the UVC, the USB data transfer, so that those 4 cameras will be visible to your laptop as a single camera in your Teams, in your Zoom, in your WebEx. You will see it as a single USB device, and then you will be able to see that, to provide that view of the room to the end far end very nicely.
That's a unique way of doing it. Is that going to work? Is it going to be compatible with any USB camera? I mean, is there going to be some?
Yes. So any USB camera is supported. Any NDI camera is supported, and at the end, HDMI cameras as well. Directly HDMI connection is there. But the really where it stands out, this camera bridge, is that we made a big step forward to control how to control this, because sometimes you want to see a different layout, the different multi-view. Yeah. So the idea around this, what we did is we developed a native Teams app. So this camera bridge has a Teams application that you install directly in your Teams, and then you can control in the meeting. So you don't have to go outside, you don't have to use a touch panel, you don't have to do anything. Within the Teams app, you have options to control this camera bridge. And I think that's...
Does a remote user have that ability as well? Or is it just the leader in the room?
But they need to have network access to the camera.
Right. That's interesting. Right. So basically what you're doing is providing more access than what's built into Teams. Basically, you're giving them access to any of the 4 cameras, whereas Teams only gives you access to one at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really creative. Now, what about control systems? I mean, that's an area that you guys have really, WyreStorm has really gone in after over the last decade. Give me an update on that, what we might see at ISE.
So right now, we fully reboot our control system development. We are starting from scratch, and what we are doing is going to be different this time. We took a different approach this time, and I think we're going to be really successful. I'm really excited to announce this. So right now we are developing a control system. We are going to showcase a demo it on ISE. We're not going to release it fully, but it's going to be a more like a tease. Mm-hmm. It's a control system based on the Node-RED. So Node-RED is an open platform that is way more familiar to our customers and system integrators, and we are going to be part of it. It's going to be Node-RED powered by WyreStorm. We're going to provide the full control system, control processor, and the brand new touch panel. We are showcasing this on ISE, and it's going to be a processor, touch panel, and the app that you can run either on an iOS or an Android tablet.
Very interesting.
And it's really powerful because Node-RED already have existing third-party modules. So if you want to control displays, cameras, whatever you need, third-party devices, it's already there. And now it's going to be part of WyreStorm ecosystem as well.
Okay. And will you make your products backwardly compatible with that? So for example, if I have one of your hybrid switchers that I put in a classroom, say 2 years ago, will I be able to control that with the new control system?
Yes, 100%. So we are going backwards, not too much backwards, but our existing portfolio is going to fully support even the devices that are already installed.
Very creative. That's interesting. I look forward to seeing that. Of course, we're going to go to your booth and shoot videos on all the stuff we're talking about today. So I'll make sure that I do a deeper dive on the new control system. And then what about AV over IP? Where are you right now with AV over IP?
So we are showcasing this year a very interesting product. Again, we are going into NDI. We think NDI is getting more and more popular. And what we are showcasing is the NDI bridge, the device that can receive the 8 NDI channels at the same time. So 8 NDI channels, 8 NDI cameras, and converts them into network HD streams. And then you can see them, program them, and control them as any network HD device on the network. So it's whoever is familiar.
The NDI streams, would those be regardless of what whatever bandwidth they're using? So 64, 265.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And so you can, it's especially, I think the courtroom business is really on that part, really interesting. And that's why we are investing in that section. So not just that you will be able to transfer 8 NDI into network HD, you will be also to do backwards. So you can take one NHD stream and send it back to NDI, because NDI is getting more popular, especially in the Teams. So you'll be able to stream that outside of the rooms and send the content backwards.
Very nice. Anything else? What else? Anything else we're going to see in your booth? You're again in Hall 3, booth A530. any other last things that we can expect?
Well, yeah, I want to also mention the new presentation switch, the smaller 620. And I also want to mention the new multi-viewer. So you know how LED screens are getting more and more popular, a really wide aspect ratios, resolutions, odd resolutions. We have a brand new multi-viewer that's going to support all those LED walls. So just come and check out. We're going to showcase in real.
I'm guessing you're 620 6x2?
Yes.
Look at that. I guessed it. Well, congratulations on all the cool new stuff. We'll be going by there. We'll check them out. We'll make sure that you don't miss anything. In the meantime, you can go to WyreStorm.com, WyreStorm.com. But we'll be shooting out all the videos at ISE next week. You can see all of our ISE coverage at ravepubs.com/ISE. Zach, thank you very much for doing this year after year after year. Thanks for supporting the show, and we look forward to seeing what you have planned in person.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.
rAVe Radio with rAVe.